All right, we are up and running for race number 4 of Petit LeMonkey here at Suzuka with GR3 cars. 14 on the grid. Let's give a quick run through. We got just a minute and a half or so before we're going to roll. Up front, we got Darth and P. Graham for Panty Droppers in GT7 Grease on the front row. Fox Body Mafia's driver Nas Fox and FLR Frontline Racing Zader on the second row. TOK with Brooks and Midwest Esports with Yoda in the third row. Fourth row is going to be Baby Got Track with Devil's Own. Infinite Octane with Zaskar. The next row is going to be Victory Pace with Yak and Fiddle Luckers with Cynical. Devil's Reject and Juanita in the next row. That's going to be Eric for Devil's Reject, Misfits Racing Juanita in the second to last row. In your final row, Sin City Racing Shredda, and always in the rear, Jose. That's going to be your starting grid. We are almost ready to roll here. Let's hope for another race here with the clean racing we've seen so far. We've seen some amazing racing all the way through. Appreciate all that, and I appreciate everybody who joins the live feed as well. Let me get this rolling, and then I will jump over into the YouTube as well. Gotta send my... All right. We are live. So you can see it there on the right-hand side. That's your starting order. We'll see how this one plays out for these drivers this time. You got Darth out front in that BMW. P. Graham's going to be in the Toyota. You got the Ferrari. Another BMW. Yeah, that is BMW. Porsche. AMG. Porsche. Aston Martin. AMG. Is that a Renault? And back to the front here. Let's get on board. And go ahead and watch the racing down into turn 1. Looks like clear so far. Yoda looking to the inside of Brooks. Is he going to be able to make that one stick as Zaskar gains a spot over... who is that? The Devil's Own. And Brooks will hold on to that spot. Oh, Zaskar a little bit loose there. A couple of Porsches nose to tail right now. Got the Aston of the Devil's Own behind that. Right, is that an Aston? Oh, no, that's the AMG. The Aston's King Yak. Oh, a little bit of contact there. Not quite sure what happened. Maybe a little bit of both. They'll look to get back on track and get rolling again. As Darth still your leader over P. Graham. P. Graham going to look to close in on him, but he's got Nas Fox right behind in the Ferrari. So your top 3 spots under a second right now. We'll see if these guys can continue this way. Need to share my 3 wide into the hairpin there, but all comes out okay on that other end. Give me a sec here and then we'll get this shared. And I am back in there. Thank you, everybody. Looks like plenty of chat going on already. As P. Graham still holding on to the second spot, Nas Fox close behind. Those top 3 have gapped themselves by over 2.5 from Papa Zader in the 4th spot. As they come down through the final sector to complete lap number 1, we are underway for race number 4. After this one, we're halfway through the whole event, 4/5 the way through today's events. Yoda on the back of Papa Zader back there, but we have a race for the front. P. Graham going to get that move done. Looking to drag Nas Fox with him. Narth is what I was going to call him because I looked at Darth. Darth's going to hold on to the second spot. Still nose to tail for 1 through 3. As we are on lap number 2. Darth a little bit wide. Luckily saves that thing. That's a tough spot. Sometimes you get that thing out. Oh, and he is going to lose that spot now. Drops back into the third position. And he will hold on to that. So now they're separating a little bit. P. Graham out front. Got almost a second lead over Nosfox. Nosfox got a 1.3 over Darth. Darth getting closed in on from behind from Papa Zadar. We'll see how that one works itself out as they go through the, what do they call that? Spoon, I think? I don't know what all the corner names are. You're lucky I know which way to turn. So Yoda holding on to that 5th spot. Cynical in 6th. Eric of Canada 7th. Shredda in the 8th spot. And Devil's Own and Brooks going to round out your top 10. Brooks under fire, though, as Jose closing in on the back of him. King Yak as well, trying to get into that 10th spot. Juanita and Zaskar. Looks like Zaskar maybe took a pit stop there. Juanita here is our second female driver in the field. Southern Queen, they are teammates here for Team Misfits, so like seeing that as well. You can see P. Graham really pushing that car hard through that S's. He's going to look to improve his 202 132. And you can see it there. He's sliding her around. He's on the hards. Nosfox starting on the mediums. They are required to run all 3 here because the rain is very unlikely, and if it does, it's going to be light, and I don't think they're going to need to run rain tires, so no worry about that. Shout out from Queen. And yes, mandatory tire row, the normal all 3, because like I was just saying, the rain is not going to hit. If it does, it's going to be very light, and I don't think they'll even need to switch. And if it does, it won't last long either. And so if they change, they'll have to go back out anyways. And so 3 tires is still going to be the fun part. Yeah, P. Graham is one quick driver here. Oh, cat's out, yelling again. So Darth, now we got a little bit of a 3, 4, and 5 going again. She led you right to the food. Give me food, though. So Darth holding off Papa Zadar. Zadar's going to take a look here. Not quite close enough. Yoda about 6/10 back of Zadar. We'll see where this one cycles through. They're trying to close in on Nosfox, but not able to do any of that just yet. Zadar looking at Darth, but he's got a mirror full of Yoda behind him. As they hit down the front straight, that'll end lap number 3. P. Graham with a 202 132 for the fast lap here. Looks to be clean and clear so far. So Nas holding on to that 2nd spot, about 2 seconds back right now. Darth on a purple lap through the 1st sector, so good start to the lap for Darth there for the panty droppers. Sorry, I had to get her a drink there. I'm realizing when I did this, I should have spaced these out just a little bit more. Yoda and Cynical now coming through there. Then we'll see Eric of Canada. We're going to stick to this great camera view here. Shredda comes through. Devil's Own and Brooks. King Yak in the 11th spot. Jose the Gray. Oh, now it's not getting... Oh, no! That's definitely what can happen there heading into that hairpin. Tough corner to come into. You're still turning coming into it. When you hit the brakes, sometimes that will lock him up. That's what you saw Jose do, but no damage, no foul, he moves on. Wipers are going, not sure. I think he was the only one. Oh, why his wipers are going. Yeah, he's the only one. So P. Graham, 2.5 second lead now as his wiper is going, but not showing any moisture on the track. As we jump in, I had... How funny is that? I set this up for a rain race, the first one, with heavy, heavy rain, and then this one is an R1, and that's it. As we can see, it's definitely raining a little bit now. What's up, Blue Magoo? So now some skill is going to come into this one with that little bit of rain coming down. Not going to take away a lot of grip, but it is definitely going to take away a little bit. As we jump back in, like I say, you don't see too much on the windshield. The wipers aren't sure if they want to go. Oh man, this is going to be an interesting one all the way through. Here we go. Still waiting for my 50 in one stream. We got close last time. We were up to 47, I think it was. As Nas 3.4 back. Yeah. Give me a sec here. Let's jump on. Let's see here. We got Yoda and Zadar, as well as Darth. We'll just stay on board with this battle. It appears I put the wrong... Give me a second, I will get that fixed. I don't remember who posted that, but... Oh, I know what I didn't send it, so... Give me a sec here, we're gonna... back up here in just a moment. Alright, there we go. We are back on board with Yoda, just under a second back. Like you say, I was notified that I posted the wrong results, which I did. So give me just a sec here. I'm going to get those updated for the last race. Alright, those are updated now. I apologize about that. Got in a hurry and forgot to send them over to my phone so I could repost them. Alright, so we are back up and running here. Still on board with Yoda as we are 12 minutes in. I don't see any wipers going anymore. Looks like everybody survived a little bit of a sprinkle we had there. Well, I shouldn't say everybody because I don't know if I... So we got about half fuel use here. So it looks like fuel is not going to be the key here. It's all going to be about your tires. As P. Graham opened up a 5.5 second lead now. Nos Fox 2.5 over Darth. Darth has got about just under a second lead, down to about 9/10 over Yoda. Yoda 1.7, 1.8 now over Zader. Zader holding a 2.6 over Cynical. Other than that, we got a kind of a close battle here. Erica Canada behind Shredda. We got Brooks right behind him. Ooh, Brooks does have some damage, though. Oh, Shredda, you're in my car. This is the one I like. Look at the way that looks. Good look on that car, Shredda. Give me another shout out for that one. damn it. Good call. I'm back. Can't fault me. Got a monkey brain. So I've been muted whole time talking about Cynicals chasing Zadar here. He's down under right about a second, looking to close into under a second. Will he be able to do it to get into that top 5 for the Fiddle Luckers? Your front group's still pretty far out there, but you can see 3, 4, 5, and 6 kind of all under a blanket here. You can see the gaps as I flip through. Nas has opened up. Darth with 1.2 over Yoda. Yoda 1.4 over Zadar. But Zadar down to a half second over Cynical. Cynical's going to look to close in this lap and maybe make that move and get himself into the top 5 before pit stops. We are just shy of 17 minutes into this race. Plenty of time left to go here with 43 minutes and change. Sorry, I was muted, everybody. Thank you for giving me the shout out there. And Cynical not able to get anything done. Actually lost about 4/10 here on this lap so far. P-Gram got his fast lap down to a 1.764 now. Like you say, really opening up that gap. You can see him on the map there. He's just coming out of Spoon onto that back straight. Nas just about midway through that corner. And then now you jump into this group that we're in right here. Yoda, Darth, Zadar, and Cynical. Let's see, what do the tires look like for these guys? Got hards, medium, medium, medium. So Yoda on the hards. He'll have a little bit of a tire advantage later in the race, it looks like. But as of right now, doing a good job to hold them off. And P-Gram into the pits. He's going to get rid of those hard tires here at the 18.5 minute mark. I gotta say, from what I've seen so far, I trust in his ideas. Yoda will dive in as well on the hards. So that's going to make our top 4 is going to be Nas, Fox, Darth, Papa Zadar, and Cynical. Okay, the Devil Zone. Let's see. Let's go find him. Oh, I can't. He's in the pits, so we'll catch him here in just a minute when he gets out of the pits. We'll do a quick run through the field here. Nas Fox still your leader after the pit stop from P-Gram. Darth in the second spot. Papa Zadar pressuring on the back of Darth. A couple of BMWs. And they're being chased by the AMG, so a little bit of German fighting going on here. 2, 3, and 4. We'll jump over now. Let's see, the Devil Zone. Let's see, we'll even give you the in-car. So Devil Zone coming through the S's right now in Suzuka. One of my favorite tracks on the game. And there he comes out of the S's. Up into this left, and really, you got to make sure you got good traction coming up through there. You get onto that outside, man, you will go for a ride. Good job there, catching a little bit of that inside curve. You can't catch too much, it'll launch you. Oh, and goes for a little bit of a slide, but we'll hold on to it. Has a gap front and back, so nobody really pressuring him right now, just looking to put some laps in on those fresh mediums coming through the hairpin right now. He'll head into the back sector. And coming through Spoon right now, the double left-hander. This one's a fun one. Especially when you nail it, you just feel like you just burn through the corner. A little reverse camber there on that exit, which always makes it a little bit fun. If you're a little bit tight, it makes you a little bit more lot tight. As Devil's Own's going to come around through the final few corners. Got, what is this, 130R, I think is what they call that corner. And back into this final chicane. This chicane's a tough one. Really got to get up on the brakes. Get it to rotate and then set yourself up for the exit as you get to run down the front stretch. And that is a lap around Suzuka with the Devil's Own. Devil's Own going to be for Baby Got Track. All right, let's see where everybody else is at. We got pit stops going on. Nas still rolling on his. P. Graham into the second spot after pit stops have cycled through. Actually, no. Dang. Those guys are flying. They got... Zadar is still 14 seconds behind Graham after his pit stop. So, man, Zadar really putting the hustle on in this one. Eric of Canada up into the fourth spot. I'm not gonna lie, how'd you get there, good sir? I did not see that one. You were quite a ways back there, but finds himself up into the fourth spot. Yoda up there. Oh, that's why. Pit stops. Pete stops. But he's right up on the back of Papa Zadar, and neither have pit, so. Darth in the sixth spot, Cynical in seventh, Shredda in eighth, Devil's Own in ninth, Brooks in the 10th spot, Zaskar and King Yak 11th and 12th, Juanita in the 13th with Jose Gray rounding out the field in 14th. Jose's just doing his best to do what the team said, always in the rear. Right along with Nas Fox as he's coming through. Gonna run yet another lap on this. I'd imagine one or two more is all he's gonna have in there. But he does continue on. P. Graham, 12 seconds back, will consume the lead once Nas pits. Yoda has already pit as Papa Zadar and Eric of Canada into the pit stops now. I'm gonna go with Zadar. Maybe had an off there for a minute. Yoda holding a 6.3 lead over Darth. Darth holding off Cynical now up to 2.4, right around that 2.5 second mark. Do we have any? Oh, there we go. Got Zadar in Canada still. Well, Eric holding on to the back. Eric of Canada from Spain. Nas Fox down into the pits. We will see where that cycles him through as P. Graham will get around him. Come through the final chicane is Yoda, so we will see where this one's going to cycle out. Fuel going into Nas's car. Let's see. Yoda coming across start-finish line now. And there it is. There's your difference. So Nas stretched it out to the 25-minute mark. So Nas 1.5 back now of Yoda. Yoda up into the second spot for Midwest Esports. Car still rolling here, approaching the halfway mark of race number 4, or hour number 4. And there you see it. Gaps between everybody. Let's see. Zadar and Eric of Canada still close. Right now, that's the only one, so let's go back over there. Let's see if Zadar is able to hold him off. They were nose to tail pretty much before the pit stop. Now they are still nose to tail after the pit stop. They say Zadar was running up in that top couple of drivers and must have had an off at some point, because now he is running in that 8th spot, trying to hold off Eric for that 8th spot. Nothing too exciting going on up front right now. Got Jose the lap car up there. Other than that, looks like everybody else got a fairly big split other than this one. So once again, we're going to jump back on board. But don't look now. Zaskar closing in on the back of him. Let's jump on board with Zaskar as he's going to try to close in on 9th and 8th. Let's see what he's able to do with this one. Is he going to be able to get around him? Got some fairly fresh mediums on that Porsche. And he's got to run around the outside. And he's going to be able to clear him. That's going to drop Eric back to 10th. Zaskar into the 9th spot. Now he'll set his sights on Papa Zadar in front of him. Zadar for Frontline Racing. And Infinite Octane for Zaskar. Tons of excitement today as we are in race number 4. Be the halfway mark when this one is over, and we are approaching the halfway mark of this one. So technically 3.5 hours into this race with 4.5 to go. We'll do one more after this. The next race is going to be 2011 to 2019, I think it is. 21, I don't remember. We'll go look. 11 to 21. So 2011 to 2021 GR1 cars. No VGT. It'll be at Le Mans. 95% chance of rain. Yes, that's how we're ending this day. That's how this is going. So we will see how that one turns out. The rain is going to make it definitely an equalizer. And I hope we see the rain this time. There will be no tire requirements for the Le Mans race, as it is a very, very high likelihood we will see rain. But once again, we could end up with a race that we don't see the rain, and it makes an advantage for anybody who didn't want to run a certain set of tires. So yellow flag flash there for a second as Zaskar has gotten around Papa Zadar. Zadar holding on in front of Eric. Let's jump around here. Let's see. Still about the same. Got P. Graham out front, running away with this one. Definitely putting a smackdown on the field here for round number 4. 26.5 seconds out in front of Yoda. Yoda for Midwest Esports. Running in that second spot. He's holding on 5.5 or just under 5.5 in front of Nos Fox for Fox Body Mafia. Behind that's going to be Darth for the Panty Droppers in the 4th spot. Cynical running for the Fiddle Luckers in the 5th spot. Sin City Racing Shredda in the 6th position. Devil's Own for Baby Got Track in 7th. Zaskar for Infinite Octane Racing in the 8th spot. Papa Zadar in the 9th spot, and that's going to be, let's see, Zadar is for Frontline Racing. Eric of Canada for Devils of Rejects, rounding out your top 10. After that, we got Brooks from TOK Speed Syndicate. I know I do have a steward report in for this driver as the reporter, not the reported. So we will have to look at that after the race is over, so that could affect the finishing order. So we'll see how that one plays out. King Yak, he's going to be in there for, well, let's see, I think Yak, Victory Pace Racing. Running the 007. Sitting there in the 12th spot, Juanita. Running for the Misfits in the 13th spot. And Jose, always in the rear, is in the rear. P-Gram coming up to the back of 13th, Juanita. Still pretty wide open field here. You got 1.8 between Zadar and Eric, but these two have kind of been this direction from the beginning, or from the right before the last pit stop. We are over the halfway mark as we approach 27 minutes to go. Still one more pit stop for each driver at least. And we will see how this one cycles through with the pit stops. Everybody has made that first stop, so I'd imagine that's about all we're going to see here. As Jose May gives way to Zaskar there. So Zaskar now closing in on the back of the Devil's Own for the 7th spot, working his way back through the field. Stay on board here as he's got it under a second now. Now down to 7/10. He's closing in quite quickly down the front stretch. We'll see if he can get it down half second here by the front. What will he do through the rest of the lap as they'll head into the double right-hander here, turn 1 and 2. Very, very fun track, like I was saying. That corner there is a blast, but man, you're off by a little bit and you will go for a ride. He has got it down to under 4/10 now, 3.5, as he's right behind him coming through the S's. We will jump on board here. Oh, that was close. No contact though. Zaskar closing in. Oh, a little bit wide for Devil's Own. That's going to give up the spot to Zaskar. Zaskar up into the 7th position. Just a little bit wide. The pressure behind. P-Gram coming in on those mediums. I'm going to make the call now. He's going to do a double soft stint here. I don't think he's going to take the softs 25 minutes, so he's got the lead to do it, so he might as well take the chance. Yoda's got about a quarter tank left, so I don't even think he'll... No, Yoda's not even going to get there, so P-Gram... That's how much he's putting it on the field right now. He's going to take that extra pit stop, pull out in front of Yoda. Going to be sitting at about, let's see what it cycles to, 4.5, 4.7. But he does take the 3-second pit penalty. We'll see how that cycles through. But he's still got plenty of time here, as he'll probably run about a 20 10 and or not a 10 and 10, about a 12 and 12 minute session here on each stint, trying to get those soft tires nice and warm now. I don't know that he'll lose this. We'll see here. Let's jump on with Yoda. I don't believe he'll lose that position as he rolls through this. Yeah, Zaskar is hauling right now. He's moving back towards the front. We'll keep an eye on him. For now, though, we're going to watch as P-Gram will come around here. He'll be decelerated for 3 seconds. The 3-second penalty here ends up being close 5 to 6 seconds even, because you lose so much speed while you're being held up. And he crosses the line right there. That will start the timer. Let's see what happens for Yoda. Will he close in and be able to get him? Not that it really matters, because P-Gram is flying and he is back and rolling, and will be out to, let's see, got it to 3.6, but that's about all. So that's all she wrote there. Let's jump back here. So it's a 6.6, 6.4. He is closing quick. We'll keep an eye on this as Zaskar closing on the back of Shredda. 6.1 is the gap now. We'll come back to that one a little bit. Everybody else kind of holding their own. Nas still holding on to that third spot. Let's see. Zadar and Eric still nose to tail here within a second of each other. I feel like they've been doing this for quite a while now. Oh, when he runs a little wide, I think that's going to be a probably half second, maybe even a full second. We'll see what it does. I didn't look if he backed off. If you back off the throttle, sometimes you can get away with stuff. Is Devil's Owns into the pits here. 22 minutes, just shy of 22 minutes left to go. He'll make this final stint. Did he start on soft? So is he going to go hards here? We'll go back and check that in just a minute. He's kind of the first of this group back here to make that stop, as P-Gram just opening up that lead more and more each lap. Yoda just trying to hold on to that second position. Good run there from Yoda. Zaskar 4.2 is the difference now, down to 4.0. Closed a couple more seconds here. He ran a 201.632 the last lap, where Shredder ran a 204.194. So definitely closing in on him. I would imagine we'll see him get him here in the next probably 2 or 3 laps. Stay on board with this one. Watch him close that in. Yoda into the pits here. So Yoda, we'll see. I don't know that you can make a set of softs last that long, but he's definitely going to try. Under now, right, actually just over 20 minutes to go. So he's going to look for a full stint. He will drop through the field a little bit. We'll see where he comes out. Shredda into the pits. So we will no longer be able to watch this battle between these two, as Zaskar will scoot by. And I'm going to say Yoda's going to double stint this one as well with the softs, as he only took 66 liters of fuel. But Zaskar will take that spot over. We'll see how long he's able to hold that one, as his mediums are a little bit worn out. Yoda's going to be able to close in on him fairly quickly. We'll jump on board and give this one a look. Closing in on the back of Zaskar. A couple of Porsche running through here, through the middle sector of Suzuka. Yoda on those fresh soft tires, got to be up to temperature now. He's going to look to close in. Will he make a move heading into the hairpin? We will see right here. Don't think he's going to be close enough to make that just yet. He'll have to be patient. No reason to push the issue on this one. Really, right now, he's just trying to hold on to his second place that he had before the pit stops. Nas Fox right now holding on to that spot. We'll see how early Nas, Darth, and Cynical go into the pits. About a 30-second pit stop is what it is as they pull in. So we'll see how this cycles through, wherever everything works. Zascar still able to hold off Yoda so far. And right on the back one, Zascar will pull off into the pits. So that's going to give Yoda the 5th spot as we see Darth and Cynical both into the pits. So Nas holding on to that. Yoda in there. Ooh, Yoda sliding around a little bit. 16 seconds back of Nas, but Nas still has one more stop to go. Zadar and Eric are gonna... Oh, they're gonna get split by Darth. Nope, Eric does get around him. So 4th and 5th for Zadar and Eric of Canada. Both still need to stop another time. Darth got a little bit of a gap over Cynical. Shredder, though, after a couple of pit stops, let's see where this one plays out. He was about 3 seconds up on Zascar before the pit stops. Looks like Zascar maybe gained about 7/10 there as they work their way back through the first sector. So P. Graham still your leader. Nas still has to make one stop. I think P. Graham and Yoda 100% are going to make another stop. I don't know that they're done for the day, so I think really what it's going to come down to... Oh, and watch out now. Oh, looks like Jose may be out of fuel there. As Darth's going to take a look at Eric, not able to get anything done just yet. Looks like he's got the pace. Eric trying to hold on those used mediums. Darth's just got to wait. Got to find the clean spot to do it. Don't want to lose too much time making a bold move when it's not needed, because he's got 7.4 over Cynical. We'll see how this cycles through as they go. He's going to look to the outside. Is he going to have enough? No, he's not. They'll get a run down here. Looks like opening up a little bit as Eric is. Darth had to back off throttle just a little bit. Head into 130R. Looks, that's a big difference in the tires right there. Darth's just got to be patient, like you say. He's got to just try to get the run out of the corner because he 100% has the better tires here. Got to be careful on those entries because he's definitely going to have more pace. Papa Zadar into the pits. Zadar. See, he gotta just sit back just a little bit and get that run out of the corner because now he's going to be approaching him. He's got the better tires, but he doesn't really have a line yet, so it's a tough spot when you got those tires and can't make the move. Eric doing a good job of holding his line, though. Not doing anything wrong there. He is entitled to his line even with the worst tires. Just one of those tracks that you just got to be really patient and make the right spot. Try to set that move up, and you can kind of see what he's doing there. You can kind of see he's trying to... There he goes. He's got the left side in. He should be able to complete this pass as Eric will give space there. That will move Darth up into the 4th spot. Eric back into 3rd. Eric still has to pit. I'd imagine probably pitting this time by. Cynical 4.7 back. Shredda and Zascar must have had something happen. Now 9.3 back and within 2 seconds of the Devil's Own. P. Graham into his final stop with just over 14 minutes to go. A little damage there on the front of the Devil's Own. So Papa Zadar, he's going to be waiting for Eric to pit to see where he falls in line. King Yak in the 11th spot. Brooks, Juanita, and you see Jose was out of fuel there, so waiting to get in. P. Graham going to pull out. You see it there. He's not going to have enough to get around him, so Nas Fox will fall into second. Nas still will have to make a pit stop, and I believe he's going to soft, so I'd imagine he'll see that here pretty soon. He will get a run here. P. Graham slid out there. Oh, and he goes to mediums here, so those softs must have fell off real quick, and he decided to go to the mediums here for this last stint. He's definitely got the pace over Nas, but had that slide and gave Fox the inside. Peeking out there, will he make a move? He's definitely got the better tires here. Ooh, a little bit sideways there. I wonder if he knows that Nas has to pit yet, so he's got the advantage still on it. And Nas, knowing the situation, is going to go ahead and give that spot to P. Graham. No reason to race him right here. Got Yoda closing in, 7.3 back, so we'll see. Yoda on those softs. I don't know that those are going to last for the rest of the way. So really, this battle between Nas and Yoda, I think, will develop into something as this progresses, because I think both will make one more stop. P. Graham done with the stops and the leader, so all he's got to do is bring this thing home. Yoda got plenty of gap over Darth. Cynical 8.2 back of Darth. Shredda 3 back. Zaskar 7. Devil's Own 5.6. Looks Papa Zadar only 1.8 back. And we see Eric lost quite a bit of time there after his pit stop, and he is back from Papa Zadar now. Their way through. So we go back to this one. Nas and Yoda. Yoda trying to close in. As P. Graham approaching the back of the field, or 13th, that's Juanita. Nas holding a 5-second lead right now. Both drivers, I think, waiting to pit. I think for Yoda, he's only going to be able to go maybe one more after this on them softs. He's going to have to bring it in. He's looking to do whatever he can. Lost quite a bit of ground here coming out of the exit of Spoon onto the backstretch, onto the 130R. Nas 5.4 up right now. And there you go, Nas Fox down into the pits. Yoda will continue on. Like I say, I don't think Yoda's making it to the end here, so he'll try to get as much as he can out of this set, come in and grab another set of softs and make a run at it. We could see one hell of a battle down to the finish here for this second and third positions. The podium spots have been fire this whole event. And looks like Nas will lose the position to Darth. Does Darth have to pit? Darth's got a half tank. I don't know if I'm tired. He is going to have 0 tires left. Oh no. Out into the grass for Darth. He'll hold on to it and head on out. Nas closing up on the back of him now. as they're approaching the lap car of Juanita. Juanita? Not sure which one that is. Tyler, if you're in here, is the H pronounced? I should just quit talking, I think. Quite an adventure we're on today. 4 hours going on, soon to be 5 when we get to the next one, and a lot of commentary for one day for this monkey. Yeah, swings a little bit wide. Juanita does give the space, though. Darth just ran a little bit wide. They will make it through. Juanita. Okay, Juanita. I will try to get that. As Nas putting the pressure on Darth. Will they get it done? Heading through Spoon. Darth a little bit wide. Did he pick up a penalty there is the question, because he was out there. But if you let off the throttle, you will get away with it. And Nas going to take a look to the inside here. Yoda into the pits. So let's see where he falls out in line. Like I say, I think Darth right now is holding the spot, and fuel-wise can probably make it to the end, but I don't think those tires are going to hold up long enough to keep him in this thing. And Darth does dive down into the pits, so that will be the end of that battle. Nas, let's see where he falls in line. Yoda coming out. And here we go. Nas did get around him. Cynical back into this battle as well. So Nas got the 2-second lead here. Yoda 1.7 over Cynical. 3 back to Shredda. Let's see where these guys are at. Cynical's got some burnt up tires. We'll have to see if those hold out. Shredda definitely got some burnt up tires. Zaskar up into the 6th spot. So as all this cycles through, this is really interesting. P-Gram though walking away with this one, 35.5 seconds out in front. Nas 1.9. We'll keep an eye on lap times as we cycle through. We are down to 6 minutes and 15 seconds here. Damn exciting race we got going on. We've had tons of excitement in these races. And Nas holds that one off. Looks like Yoda opened up a little bit over Cynical. Like you say, Cynical's tires pretty burnt up here as well as Shredda. Zaskar is as well. So Yoda and Nas really going to be the battle here that we're going to be watching. 2 seconds is the difference. Dropping down under 2 seconds now, 1.9. P-Gram just killing it today. We'll jump down with Yoda here as he's trying to close in. Looks like he will gain a little bit down this straightaway. Got it to 1.7. Closing in on that 1.6. We'll see if he can get it down there. 1.5 down into the entry of 1. And through 2, he takes it a little bit shallower than Nas does. Takes a little bit of grass on the way. We'll see what he holds up here. 1.5 still the gap. 4.9 back to Cynical. So we're still at 1.5, almost 1.6. We're looking at, let's see, 2-minute lap. Come around there. I think we are at 2 laps to go. Oh, Yoda spins it out. No! Yoda not going to be able to get to second now. He's going to lose 4th in the process. Does take on some damage to the left or the right front and the nose of the car. So Yoda going to look to hold on here under that 4th spot. Shredda behind him doesn't have tires left, so Shredder about to lose that spot to Zaskar. That's going to move Zaskar into the 5th spot. Uh-oh. Did Yoda go off again? Oh, no. Lap car pulling off for everybody. That's what the yellow was for. So Zaskar into the 5th spot. Shredder into 6th. Darth trying to close in to get that 7th spot, or the 6th spot. He holds on to 7th holder Papa Zader by under 2 seconds. Shout out for Cynical in the chat. And there you go, Darth holding on to that one. Zader closing in on the back. And let's see, what do we got? Gaps everywhere else. So P. Graham, your leader. We are under 3 minutes to go here. We'll cross the line. I think one more lap next time by for P. Graham. We'll stay on board here with your leader. Honestly, hasn't gotten a lot of airtime in this race just because he's been so far out front. No real battles going on for him. Really putting that Supra to work for him here in Suzuka. Yeah, 37 seconds. He is just crazy fast on this. He's just killing everybody. So huge shout out to P. Graham. GT7 Grease getting themselves another win here. This will definitely help them with the points. So let's see. Yep. 1 lap to go. 1 lap. White flag is out for your leader, P. Graham. Nos Fox in the 2nd spot. Cynical on the podium. Great run there by Cynical. He started in 10th. So great run there by Cynical from 10th to 3rd. I think that's going to be about your biggest gainer of this race. So good job by the Fiddle Luckers driver. Yoda trying to close in on Cynical there. We'll see if he's able to do anything. He's 1.2 back. Does have some fresh tires. Does have the damage, so will he be able to close this gap and take this 3rd position? Final lap in the book, or rolling here for these drivers. 25 seconds left till the clock expires. Everything after that will be a finish. So we will have to see who's going to bring on top. Yoda getting a pressure on him. Right on the back. He knows he has the tire advantage. Yeah, Cynical has no tires left, so he's just going to let it go. Yoda going to take over that 3rd spot. That's going to move him up onto the podium. Cynical just trying to hold on for this last lap. He's got about a 5-second lead over Darth. Darth has halfway on those tires, so he could close in and get him. Zaskar right on his tail as well, so 4th, 5th, and 6th could be a battle here to the end. 4.3, let's see, he's holding on to it, so these last few corners are going to be a tricky one though for him with those burnt up tires. See those fronts both pretty much gone right now. Hey, creeping through that corner he is. 2.6, 2.2, Darth is closing in. P. Graham across the line for the win. Nos Fox coming around the final corner now. We'll take the 2nd position. Yoda going to come through the final sector now for the 3rd spot, but we are watching Darth chase down Cynical. Few corners to go. Will he be able to get it? And Darth will take that spot from Cynical. That is going to be 4th place for him. Drop Cynical to 5th, but still a good run for Cynical in the 5th spot. But those tires were cooked at the end here. He brings it home, though. Brought across the line for 5th. Zaskar in the 6th spot. Papa Zader holding on to the 7th position. Eric of Canada coming around in the 8th spot. Devil's Own across in 9th. Shredda in the 10th spot. Oh, Shooks, it's Brooks in the 11th spot. King Yak in 12th. Juanita in the 13th spot. And Jose rounds out the field in 14th. That's going to wrap us up. Give us a little bit here. We'll be back up and running with your final race of the day. Got to get me some screenshots here. And I do have a Stewart review that I do have to take care of, so I will be back in just a little bit with your results.